Welcome back to my channel, guys. And yes, I know you have missed me. I've missed you too. I've been unavoidably absent from this space, and I will gist you guys later, like what's going on with my life and whatnot. Today we are going to review 2020 and whatnot, what has been happening, life updates, gist, buzz boosts, and all of that. And I know that you would enjoy it. So guess what? I'm not the only one on my channel today. I brought the love of my life, and I know you guys are nosy. You want to know who is this person talking about. She's bringing her boyfriend. Yes, today y'all gonna see my boyfriend. My boyfriend. Come in. Hi guys.
Oh my god, you guys! I'm an extra person, and that's why
you're so loud.
I'm sorry.
Come in. Yeah. So
Hi,
this girl, this
Hi,
amazing
guys.
human here, she's my boyfriend. And if you're in my life,
This thing keeps removing.
maybe you should remove it.
No, we are still in festive season. Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I know you guys missed me.
I've done it, ma.
Okay.
Calm down. Let me introduce you.
Alright.
So if you're in my life and you don't know Omotoyosi, then my dear, don't think you are my friend. You are not my life.
Or if you know me and I don't know, if you know me and I don't know you, that still works. But
you
if
must
you don't
know
me. Well, who do you know?
Mario.
Diamond.
You don't know anything. You don't know anybody. Anyways, let's not drag this thing. This is the love of my life, my childhood friend, my friend and my sister. You brought wine into my channel.
You guys, we are doing review of 2020,
and we need it because
necessary.
Necessary.
It's very important. Hi guys, my name is Omotoyosi Akikwelu. I'm happy to be here. That is my baby. I'm the love of my life. She's the love of my life too, and I'm so proud of her for this YouTube. Even though she has not dropped content for the past couple of weeks, but we love her like that. And
life
happens. Thank you so much. If you're new here, subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends. My friend gives you guys dope content.
You know.
And today we're even here with another banger. Hey. Anyway, grab your cup. Hey, popcorn. Grab your popcorn.
All your biscuits, all your guguru,
all your
and
whole bottle of wine. Because we all need it. And let's review the year.
So let's go straight into it. So my friend, welcome to my channel. Everyone loves you. We love you here. We are family. We are a family in this place.
I know.
We don't pretend. We don't do too much. We just do us.
Yeah.
So let's review 2020. How has the year been for you? Like, what was your expectation and what it is now?
Let me start with.
Wow.
Let me start with that.
Wow.
Because I think that sums up my 2020. Anyway, let me ask you.
Okay.
So coming into 2020, December 31st, 2019. When the dawn of the new year was approaching, what were your expectations? What did you tag 2020 as? What did you think it was going to be like? How was it? How was it different from what you envisioned it to be?
Okay, so coming into 2020, I wanted to travel. I had explore plans, then I had law school plans, then I had plans to pursue my communications career, just try something new and all of that, because I knew that I was going to have like that free time. So before I go to law school, there's always that 7 months, 8 months space, yeah, or more because of the Nigerian factor and OAU factor.
Great.
Don't
if you know anybody that is trying to get into OAU, let them run for their life.
Don't try it.
Don't do it.
Don't say we did not tell you.
Don't do it. Thanks. God bless.
Okay. So I had plans. I had, explore plans. I wanted to create content. I wanted to, try radio presenting and all of that. And we entered the year. Guess what? Coronavirus. And sanitizer.
As in corona is even I'm hearing right now that they say at Mushin there. Oh my God, are you hearing? I think you are hearing. I think you are hearing the crowd now. The crowd is a lot. Many people is shouting for hungry, for eating, nothing. So I'm bleeding and I'm begging you people, our governor and president, please. I'm
Coronavirus. Shit is getting real. It's getting real. And when that happened, honestly, I wouldn't say it was that bad because it gave me time to really, think about my life, put things in place. I did some communication courses. I started my YouTube channel. But what I wasn't used to was like this stagnancy. You had plans of like you wanted to move to another point in your life, physically explore things. That was very difficult for me. And wow. Nigeria, my gate country. Mommy, see dollar. Nigeria, my people. They will always shock you. Then the NSAS, police brutality, the kidnappings and all of that. It just put me in a mental state that I wasn't really familiar with that territory. Like at that point in my life, I wasn't okay. I just had to shut down. Even I started some courses that I did not finish. I stopped a lot of things. Basically, I just went into reading my books, like reading novels. That's my escape. I don't know about some people. Some people do humor, they go to Cracks TV, they do all of that. For me, it's just reading books and shutting out of the world. Honestly, I can't count. I did the most. I would read like 3-4 books in a day. It was that intense and serious for me. Yeah, so that was my escape for the year 2020.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm going to ask myself and I'm going to answer myself because I'm extra like that.
Okay.
Anyway, to start with, the first blow of 2020 for me was that I wanted to get posted to Lagos, right? And even 2020 is a lot. There's a lot to unpack for you guys. This video will be long. I hope you know. So I really wanted to get posted to.
Okay. Never mind. Just continue. These things happen. They happen in life.
I wanted to get posted to Lagos for my law school, and I had somebody who knew somebody that was going to get it done for me in it. And I mean, so for you guys to understand how awful this was for me, I had finished all through I finished school, I think March 2019. So like I'd been waiting on law school all that while. So I'd made certain plans. I'd been in Lagos most of the time, and so I wanted Lagos. I really wanted Lagos for my law school. That's how the posting came out, and I saw Bayelsa State.
And if you are not in Nigeria, this place is not really,
like
a nice.
I've been a south. This is the southwest, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been a southwest girl all my life. Like I've traveled a lot, but it's been within the confines of the southwest. I've never been to the east before now, and so I didn't even cry at first. I think I started this year crying, to be honest. Like
Everybody.
No jokes. I think I started this year crying even before the posting happened in February. Anyway, I got posted to Bayelsa. Luckily for me, most of my closest friends also got posted to Bayelsa, and so we move, right? And I had the worst experience at the airport when I was traveling to Port Harcourt, to Bayelsa.
Yeah, you sent me a video, or you called me here.
Like I cried a lot this year. And I think I started with what were my expectations. So my expectation was, law school. 2020 was law school year. Was the year I was finally getting the one thing that kept me captive all along, because I couldn't move forward with my life because I wasn't done with schooling in that sense. So 2020, I even wanted a first class. I still wanted first class. You guys, I'm still in law school. By the way. So I wanted a first class. I told myself from February to November, law school, I'm shutting down every other thing. I won't have a life. Thank God it's even by Elsa. I'll be able to focus. So many things. I said no to relationship. I'm not doing. I won't chase money.
Serious students.
I won't chase men.
Serious students.
I won't chase anything. Serious law school students. That was my expectation. And so I started saving for my house rent for Lagos. at the start of 2020 that okay, November 2020 I'll be done with law school. December I'm coming back. I'm going to get my own space. I'm going to start my life.
Wow.
Like that. So after Bayelsa, that place is absolutely ghetto. My love, I pray you never get posted to Bayelsa. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
We'll do all it takes. I'm not, we're not going to, I mean, we're not trying to be corrupt or anything, but we will do all it takes to get you.
My dear, come.
Sorry, to get you in a better law school, Abuja or Lagos. Anyway, so Bayelsa is absolutely ghetto, you guys. I think we'll find a way to insert the picture of the water that I was using to have my bath here. It was terrible. Then while I was still trying to, get myself together, get settled into it, coronavirus happened.
And notes, before she entered law school, they had spent almost
Like a year, basically. I had spent a year.
So you can imagine the excitement, getting into law school.
Finally,
you just thinking that, let me just do this and be done with it.
And be done.
Then Corona
came and they sent us home. And I think I've never been. So when people say, "Oh my God, Nigeria is bad, Nigeria is terrible," because somehow I've been okay. Do you understand? Irrespective. I didn't experience how bad the country was until this year. This country failed me and most of its citizens on all fronts this year. I think this is the year that I've taken the worst bad blows as a Nigerian, not even in my personal life, because most of the losses that I suffered this year was because Nigeria is a failed system. Yeah. But let's not get into that, we'll still go there. So Corona happened, I came home to Osogbo. So I had to make up my mind, am I going to be in Lagos? I'm going to be in Osogbo. So I was like, okay, you know what, let me first come home and drop my stuff, try to read. And from there, so many things happened. I think I was here for a period of time. Yeah. By trying to get by through the day, living through the pandemic. It was crazy, but we made do somehow. And we decided
to did a lot of novels too. You read?
Yeah, we read a lot. I read a lot of books. It's also my escape. Movies and books. That's what keeps me sane.
And the TikTok challenge,
all
those.
I think we
jumped on it.
Bitch, I'm a savage. Yeah, classy.
Later on, because at the end of the day, you are reading book, and if you're like me, that you read all these Nigerian stories, you read African literature, you find out that you are going into what you're trying to escape from. Yeah. So let's say you pick an El Nathan John's novel. You are still reading the same thing. You are running from Nigeria. You are reading things that you get. So at the end of the day, we have to jump on the cliche TikTok thriller and all of
that made me cry this year. I cried a lot.
We'll come and do book recommendation later because you need to read these books. You need it. You need it in your life.
And so for me, I think it was January, law school, pandemic, July, my birthday. I think then things started picking up for me. There was still a lot of bad blues.
But what was the major thing you did this year what was the good thing from the pandemic
that I did?
Yeah.
I know you're expecting me to say that I published a book.
It's a thing.
But it's not the highlight of my year. Mm-hmm. But maybe, I'm a published author, you guys.
I'm gonna put the details.
I'm not your mate.
In the link. We are not friends with people that don't do anything. I'm not. Nobody's putting anybody on that pressure. Please. Nobody's putting anybody on that pressure here. If it's fine if you just lived through the pandemic,
because that's why
you just did your life, and
because that was what I did. Let me know, you
it's
guys.
A thing. Actually.
Don't let anybody make you feel any type of way. I lived. That's what I did. The book happened because I was just like, okay, I wanted to do something for my birthday this year. I knew I was going to be in law school, but I knew I still wanted to do something for myself. And I write. I have a blog. I do copywriting. You can holler at me. My rates are good. Let me market myself.
If you do that now, don't come and be using my...
write. So, and I had a lot of things I had a lot of drafts in my notes, and so I was like, I had thought. So law school the pandemic made me stop posting on my blog posts, and I had a lot. So I just thought to myself, why not just put this together and do a small book, a chap book, and publish it. And I did that. A Butterfly Musings. I'm proud of it, but it's not the highlight of my year. What I'm most proud about in the pandemic, he asked what was good about the pandemic. What I did for myself that was good was I got a job.
Oh,
which was still that goes for me because I was working. I got a job with a consulting firm. I think when I think back to it, then it was, oh my god, I was crying. But I think that was highlights of my year. So many things made me cry this year, actually. So I think because of the pandemic, people had a lot of time and were able to see people for the retards. I'm sorry, excuse my language, and
the monsters
that they truly are. This year was a lot. There was a lot. People reviewed themselves in different ways. There was a lot of pain and agony in the world, and we got to experience it on different levels. And
I mean, the pandemic was a thing. Nigeria as a country is another thing. Honestly, when I begin to think about the things that Nigeria makes so difficult, because there's no, you can find a working system for the law school.
Yeah,
people are graduating all over the world. So why? So let's just imagine that, God forbid, this pandemic. Another lockdown starts again. So what's going to happen? We're not going to go to school.
You guys, so since we are ranting about the year, let me just give the last, by God's grace, hopefully that's the last buzz boost I'm getting this year. So finally they said, oh, we're going to resume January 4th, 2021, and would finish in April. When I saw that calendar, I started crying because I'm like, why are they wasting 4 months of my life again? But then I was like, you know what?
Let's just get it over with.
Let me just get it over with. I'm going to. So for me, it became November. Okay, was it November that calendar came out, or December? I'm not sure. So it became 30 December, January, April. That was what was in my head. Law school, I'll be out. But I didn't knew that another another bus boost. So a little over a week ago, they just sent another circular, but not resuming again until further notice. And I cried again. I think by now you all know I'm crying, baby. I express yourself.
And that means another delayed 1 year or so.
I don't know. For me, exactly, because we are not even done.
Whatever affects them.
Too.
You get
so if I'm not done from law school, they can come in. Do you understand? So it's.
Please, when you see me, I know they call me barista. Please, order the law. Lord, the law. I don't like what allow.
My lord, may I?
Don't, please.
Can I?
May I? My lord,
may I approach?
Please, I'm not doing. I think for me, the good thing about this pandemic for me was just trying new things. I'd always been about law, although I did a little bit of business while in school, I was selling things and all of that. But the good thing for me was I was able
I started
to
another business during the pandemic.
I tried new things, and although I started some and I did not finish, you start all these I want to study, I want to learn German, I want to learn French, I want to do this, try that one. I really tried a lot of things. Then it gave me more time to read. I had me time. I had time to just put things in place. That was really refreshing.
Did you have time for love in 2020?
I was, maybe because of the things that were happening, I didn't know how to process it and how to release.
I had COVID love.
Yes, I had COVID love.
It did,
but now it don't finish. Everything you don't pay love, you don't die. Everything has
I didn't have COVID love.
I had COVID love, but not love like somebody that you're just
that
you talk to in the morning. But you at some point you get tired. How are you? How's your money? How are you coping? Are you staying safe? No, ask me. Am I staying? I'm safe.
Oh my god!
Just another. So at some point I was mentally exhausted. It was tiring just to have the same conversation. You basically know my day. If I'm not reading, taking classes and all of that.
Sorry. So apart from COVID love, did you have time for love in 2020?
No, honestly, I was just processing things my own way. And oh my God, I really loved like the fact that I had time for God. You know, I did some deep stuffs. Jesus, 3 busa for
That's
you.
nice. You guys, I saw a tweet where someone asked that at the start of the year, you were in a talking stage with somebody. Are you still talking in rubbish? And your girl is reporting because at the start of the year, I think I had a love interest, right? Then I can't really say what happened, whether it was COVID or the law school stress or my family people. I don't know. I'm still talking in the rubbish. I'm just putting it out there. I didn't have time for love either. I didn't have time to love myself. But I think I loved on my people though. So I think that was what the one thing I'm grateful for about 2020, about my relationships, my friendships, my
And
girls.
yes, we had a lot of family time,
Yeah,
really
a
like
lot of
bonding
family
time with your
time,
sisters, your friends,
cousins,
everyone.
yourself.
So it was really nice.
I think that.
But
that
the
made
man,
me
no, man, headache and stress. They are like this. I did not. I couldn't
I
just
don't.
do it.
This is why, I can't actually. I can't say these things in case I have a lot of love to give. In case my love of my life is watching here, I'm an absolute delight. Okay, but just have money. If you don't have money, like love is sweet though. When money enter, it's sweeter. And you guys, our highlight has to be let's click buttons. Our parties this year. We still partied
One
after
day
the lockdown.
we turned up.
Right here I
We
turned
turned up.
coins. We love to turn up.
I might insert videos.
Like
you
we
know.
turned up. We actually did. We still had a lot of turn up here.
COVID
and
got
there
nothing on us.
On
boo.
us. Like
we
turned up here. So yeah. So I wanted to ask you. Now we've talked about the year all through.
Why are you asking me on my channel? You shall bring
I'm
this
so
your.
sorry.
Oh yeah, ask me.
I'm so sorry.
It's our channel. Oh yeah, do you?
Yes, our channel. So let's talk about the major events, like apart from the pandemic now. Or well,
Okay.
it could still be pandemic. Let's talk about the major events
All right.
this year for you.
Okay.
Should I start?
You start.
Okay, so after the pandemic, well, basically, I just want us to talk about the NSAS movement.
I've been avoiding.
about it.
I think I did a video after the NSAS thingy
Yeah.
that I was going to post, but I started recording and I was crying and I was just everywhere. Like I couldn't structure a statement. You know when you're just ranting and you're crying at the same time, I just couldn't post it. Maybe I would find the strength to, but honestly, it's something that I try to avoid because NSAS is like, for me in Nigeria, it's like the end of humanity. Like it was just so wrong. It was just it's just using Nigeria for what it is, honestly. It was just bad, it was sad.
For me, yeah, it started out as, so you know how we always pray for Nigeria, and I used to think that yes, someday our prayers will get answered, but I never expected it to be in my time, like my generation. I used to feel like, oh, I'm laboring for my kids and my grandkids in prayer. And so when the movement started initially, I remember typing to a friend like, oh my God, I can't believe that we get to witness the things that we've been praying for. What hurts the most is the fact that I didn't care about Nigeria. Like, yeah, it was bad. Well, everybody was.
And all we had was just hope.
For me, I didn't even really have hope in Nigeria. Like, let me not lie. I'm not one of those
Part
that
of
wanted
the
to japa. No, it's like japa. I didn't want to japa.
London.
I wasn't really aggressively thinking about japa. I didn't have hope for the country. What I had hope was in myself. So what I told myself, what I had hope was that I believed in myself to make things work, irrespective of this failed system, right? So what happened with the movement was that I started believing in Nigeria at the start. Do you understand? So it was, this is an hopeless country. Then I got some hope, right?
Because you feel like people are waking up to the
God,
reality
yes,
of things,
like,
and we can actually, as the
do
youths of
something.
Nigeria, we can make something work.
I felt it, like I was so happy. I think that's the most patriotic I've ever felt, and in my life,
we went out in numbers. We were
Like-
carrying placards.
like,
we
I
were
went
just
to protest.
one.
Like,
everyone
I've always been a keeper
from the
warrior
streets.
about
So
anything,
the
but this
bougie
time around, I
guys,
was like,
everybody.
I'm out, and it was like, oh my God, we're finally waking up, and we're actually making them hear us. Like that was the turn for me. I was like, these people are actually listening to us. We can do something. We are finally getting it. I know how you are, like, they dangled up in front of us like this, and they took it away on the 20th of October 2020. Like, I remember that day, and then in the day my aunt had gone to her shop. We had been explaining, we had been talking about it. Oh, you people should call off the protest now. Should be they've answered, oh, they've not. Oh, that makes sense. All of that. And she came back from work that day, and we took a stroll, and we were talking about NSAS, and I made a video, and we were laughing, and I posted it. Then we got back inside. It became late, and then the shooting started. And I remember I just started crying. The funny thing was, I'd been crying before the shooting, because you know how the stories kept on breaking out.
Cry baby.
The what's that name? That Inspector 14, what's the name? That particular in Port Harcourt, like different stories were coming about different families, how they have been affected. So those ones had been making me cry a little bit. But when I started hearing, I wailed. I recorded myself for the first time. I recorded myself crying, because I felt like this was a time in history that we needed to document. People had been talking about the importance of documenting. I put the camera in front of me, and I started crying. Then I stopped, went to get my phone, put the camera in front of me, and I cried. And in that moment, I felt hopeless and helpless, because it was these people can actually end us. Like, it was we actually don't have any power. Like, where do we go from here? Like, what?
I think I shut down that day. I you know how people were following. I think the next day I learned that they had, like, there was a live video from DJ Switch, like she was taking the.
I watched some parts.
Immediately, that particular night, I shut down. My phone was off. I couldn't just. If you know me, you know I'm an empath. Like, I can't stand these things. Normal watching normal movies safe, I'm already crying. Every little thing I would cry. So in my head, I'm like, this one is not for you. Your head cannot carry it. Don't try to form strong woman. This is not the period. Just forget. Yeah. So at that point, I was just done. I was just done with Nigeria. And in my head, I was just thinking that if I train child for this country, I fuck up. I mess up. It's gonna be a mess up. Because you know that when you do something bad, and these people, they don't even understand the gravity of what they are done at that point. And you watch the news the next day, and one governor is saying that it did not even happen.
It was like, you guys, I watched that.
I wanted to run mad.
Baba just was interview on Arise. I watched it.
Please,
guys, I watched
for people that don't understand what we are talking about now. Can you just wrap up?
Okay, so we're talking about NSAS movements that happened in Nigeria in October. So we have this unit called the anti-robbery squad or whatever, but they're in the habit of brutalizing here. They're actually in the act of overriding people. So they search your phones, they arrest you for how you look. If you have iPhone, it's the problem. If you have dreads or only tattoo,
Voila.
They just take matters into their own hands.
I beg, I know if you subtitle. I'm stuck in English.
Like, they do all sorts, right? So police brutality has been a thing in the world, right? Because earlier in the year we had the
Black Lives Matter,
Black Lives Matter movement, and so in Nigeria it's happening in Nigeria too, and it's been worse, and a lot of us have been like victims. Almost everybody
in Nigeria
has trust. Like, we do have a police brutality story. So it got to a point where we all started looking out for each other. We created a SARS updates on Twitter, where people give update like, oh, these SARS officials are somewhere here, don't pass there, don't pass there. Then something happened, they chased the guy, they killed him, then took his car and went away. And that was one of the
thing that
triggered people to coming out and talking about it. And so we decided to talk about it
and start a movement.
A movement started. People came out to protest. We were protesting online, then people took it to the streets. We were protesting, we locked down places, we had different protests going on. And let me take time out to praise my president, FK Abdul, and the feminist coalition and everybody. It was actually such a beautiful
and
thing.
Fal's the bad guy.
My husband, Fals, in case you
Shout out to
I will always.
No, let us digress. Please
okay.
move.
All right. Let me focus, please.
So
focus. So a movement came about, and we're all protesting, and we got everybody on board. We explained, our parents saw reasons. We got the old people, we got the old folks involved, we got everybody involved, and we all had one voice, and we're all saying the same thing: put an end to police brutality. First, scrap this unit and our country.
And prior to that, they've tried to like change this set of animals. I'm not sorry, but what they keep doing is that it's still the same people.
Sorry.
They will change the name, but we still have the same animals.
Same people,
perpetrating
so bad that
evils, shooting people randomly.
Turns out that one of the criteria for you to get into this unit is that you have to be an ex-convict. So basically what they did was they took ex-convicts, all over the world, armed robbers, whatever it was that you had done, and gave them guns with little or no training.
Can you imagine that?
And they started killing people.
Nigeria was a country. It was a country.
It was really sad. It was a really bad time in history for each and every one of us. The country has been failing us all along. I mean, where I am today, you guys, I gained admission into uni when I was 16. Like, I clocked 16 in July. We did the post-UTME, everything in July. By August or September of that year, I got my admission to study law in OAU. You guys, I'm turning 24 next year. And I'm still not a lawyer. And it's because of how my country has failed me. I have zero to little opportunities to grow as a person, to give back to my society. I don't have that because of how much. And the funny thing is that we're not asking for much. We're not asking for the good roads that we don't have, or the electricity that we don't have, or employment opportunities that we don't have.
We are our own government in Nigeria, basically.
For all of that.
We do all these things.
We do these things for ourselves. We were just asking for people who are being paid with our taxes and revenue generated from us. We are just asking for them to stop killing and extorting us or brutalizing us.
Simple.
That was all we asked.
That was all.
And the Nigerian government decided that open fire on you, and they killed a lot of people. So
and they denied it.
The army and started shooting into the crowd and peaceful protesters. It was a dark period, and months later, we still don't know who gave the order. I mean, we know who, but no one has come out to take responsibility for it. And yeah, we're still hashtagging answers here and there. We've not given up, but they killed our spirits. They really did. I can't, I belong to the school of thought. I can say that yes, good things came out of the Inters protest, but I'm still, I can still tell you that they killed my spirit. Let me speak for myself. Yes, I still go online. I still retweet the hashtags. I still empathize and sympathize with stories that I hear. But at this point, I said earlier that I wasn't interested in Jack Mine. Now
I'm done.
Okay, so recently they're talking about giving underage girls who should be in school. We should be fighting about ending.
Please, can we not talk about
marriage?
I feel like once you start talking about
house,
Nigeria,
try to get them right
sadness.
to vote. You guys, I saw yesterday that Saudi Arabia is putting an end to child marriage. Like,
why are underage kids married in the first place? Can we talk about that? And you now want them to vote? Are you okay? Is it making sense of you?
Nigeria.
Are you of brain? Are you of senses?
Rubbish. They're talking in the north. You guys, one thing that helped
Please.
us through this year was all the great music and all the great
Shout out to people that
and all
are
the
creating
great
hearts. Shout out to you
things
guys.
that came out this year.
Shout
That
out
was
to
what
people
helped
that
us.
you
It was that talking in the rubbish that made me remember now. There were so many things that helped us.
I
make
go
sense
come
of
out your teeth just now. I go be careful.
so many things.
So many things, honestly.
Actually, we have to be grateful. I feel like there's one thing Nigerians have is this ability to make light. It's a
to find humor
mechanism,
in
yeah?
darkness.
In darkness.
That one
It's
we can do it.
Is the darkness.
Because without that, honestly,
we'll lose our minds.
everybody will be depressed.
Like we are all depressed.
Honestly.
I mean, let's not lie. I don't confess bad things, but let's say what it is. A lot of people are depressed.
I really
And
had
because
like
Nigeria
dark moments.
in this year.
You know when you just wake up in the middle of the night and your chest will be beating hard, and you'll be seeing shadows of. See, don't let me even go into it.
different stories.
But I'm just grateful to God that
yeah.
you know, He gave me His peace. Because that's like the only thing I can say that yes.
You had this year.
Because you just wake up in the and don't let us not even talk about the lives
Yeah, that were being wasted.
that were being wasted.
I lost a couple of friends this year,
Ha.
and some
Omo.
died on the road, car crashes.
Please don't even
Some died because they were mismanaged in the hospital. So many things. Some people. 2020.
Can you imagine somebody the hospital turning you away? Somebody that is dying. Now say
Yeah.
they should go and bring doctor's reports. Somebody that was stabbed. See, this Nigeria is not forget. See, everything I keep. It's not even about the pandemic.
About 2020.
It's Nigeria in 2020. No, me and so updates. See, let me just tell you something.
God.
You know when life is moving, you move with it.
Yeah.
But in 2020, because we had a pause, there was a stop. It kind of, you know, what's the word? It kind of opened a lot of things. It kind of opened your eyes to a lot of things.
So many things.
You know when life is moving, you have your work, you can go to work, you can go to parties,
Or
you
you're
will
in
forget,
school
you
or
will not
something.
really
You're not
think
as
about
conscious,
you get
yeah.
you. But this,
Or aware.
but this 2020,
That's true.
yeah,
That's
the
true.
world stopped.
Yeah.
And then everything was just coming out, and you had time to really process. It was the processing part that was hard
that
for
was
me.
hard.
Because you know that tomorrow you're not waking up to go to
go
work or
anywhere.
anywhere.
It's true.
You are still in
You
that
have to face
that reality
that.
still sucks.
Yeah,
It
true.
still sucks. It's still
True.
painful.
True.
I cried my eyes out. I cried my eyeballs out. I was just always crying. It was just crying for me. I'm not even to lie.
Maybe. Let's move on to good things. So,
Let's
what
move on
things
to
happened to you this year?
We have talked
Let's talk
about
about the happy moments, your highlights. of
when
the year.
the coronavirus thing, you know, eased a bit. We had Owambe party. We had Zoom parties. Do you remember that house party app?
Yeah.
That we had during the
Yes.
oh my god, I met some very cute cuties, but we are not talking again because life happened.
Yeah, problem.
And you know, we are happy in our Lord Jesus Christ.
For me, this year, the parties, the Owambes was lit for me. Getting back to Lagos was beautiful for me. You guys, I'm a Lagos girl. I love Lagos with all of my heart. Like, I have poems in my note about my love for Lagos. Some people will never get it. I don't try to
Like
push
me.
Lagos to them. They should stay away.
Sorry, the traffic.
They won't.
Anything that can cause headache for me.
Excuse me.
In-house, you know, indoors, read my book, drink
Getting
my
back to Lagos was
wine.
fun for me. I got to see a lot of my people.
Lagos is not my.
I got to see a lot of my friends. I met some amazing people this year. Actually, I met some amazing people this year. I met some very fine guys, men.
My dear, this is not the avenue to discuss your escapades.
So,
It's
no, that's not
the-
what. We'll talk about
expatriates.
I don't know what you're talking about. I met a lot of amazing people this year that had colors to my year, both men and female. Actually, I
Still,
work.
you're still a singleton.
which is why I was saying that it wasn't about escapades. It was just about friendships, relationships. And like she said earlier, I wrote a book. I published. I had a virtual launch, which was beautiful. It was amazing. We had your virtual party to me, yourself,
Yes,
sure. And I am
my birthday was during the lockdown,
during the
oh my
lockdown.
God, I'm so grateful for the gift that is you. She
We
made
had
it
a
fun. We had a
party.
party.
It was nice. I had a virtual launch for my book launch. It was really, really nice. You should read my books.
I will drop the link.
It wasn't all bad.
It wasn't.
It wasn't all bad. It was good. It started off. Funny enough, it actually started out on a very good.
If I was it in Nigeria, it would have been perfect. Honestly.
It started out on a very good note. Some of my friends still, traveled the world this year before the pandemic, and some of them after the pandemic.
God willing.
Well, the pandemic is still ongoing anyway.
And let's talk
Some
about
of
how
my-
everybody got married.
Kíni kan ọ̀rẹ́ mi lágbájá ó ti ṣe wedding tàmẹ̀dò ó ti ṣe introduction no gbogbo ala máa jẹ breakfast àsìkò tó ní kálukú máa jẹ tiẹ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni súnmọ́ bìlà.
In this season.
Hey guys, when I came, I thought, what that day? The holidays got to be.
Everybody's
I
married.
I want to get married.
Everything everything
I said yes.
Everybody
proposed.
said yes.
She
Everybody.
said,
Inside the COVID, that's who we were losing. Me, I was losing friendship on a steady.
Well, we don't. Our men no longer scum. Our women no longer scum. You guys, because it was the same thing. Like
said-
men,
see, that's why-
men were shouting, women were scum.
Calm down.
Women were shouting, men were scum. Yes, every day.
Seriously. That's what I'm telling you. That Twitter is a lie. Twitter.
It's not
See,
about Twitter.
Calm down.
Social media.
People will come
is a
and
lie.
present what it is not to you. When you see
Social
them in the
media is a
streets,
lie.
they are all loved up. Don't go and be thinking it.
Guys, I'm sure there are some of your viewers that were in pajamas with their family from me and mine to you and yours. Who told you I have yours? No, who told you I'm alone?
My view is view. My view, your view. I'm not doing. Come punish all of you. How about
I
that?
concur. You guys, relationship reputation doors this year, all through the year. Don't forget, during lockdowns, people that locked down together.
Can you imagine?
Guys,
It's fine. Jesus loves me anyways.
so do you have Jesus? No, you might have his view, you might have our view, but do you have Jesus?
Do you have Jesus?
No, do you have the peace of God in your heart
If you
that we
don't,
have?
you
No,
better go and give your life to
When you
Christ.
have Jesus, you have everything. That's my consolation.
But we still
And
need man.
we stay moving. I don't. The Jesus is not for me. But
Wow.
I'll drop my Instagram handle. You can.
I'll drop my. You know my own already now. If you
You
have
can
been
message
a
me.
loyal subscriber.
But you guys, it was rough. It was very rough for me. I can't
we
lie.
had the good, and let's just round up that.
Yeah,
we had the good and the bad and the ugly.
I think what was upsetting about the year was that the bad they were particularly bad, and the ugly were ugly that you cannot manage.
They were magnified.
Like,
They were
ugly that
magni.
you could not manage. And there were a lot of
Magnified.
people I can say I took out of this year is that love is important.
Very, very.
So either love between yourself and God, or yourself to yourself, or yourself to your family, or yourself to your loved ones. Love is important. And you know how everybody kept on saying tomorrow is not assured? I think that's what 2020 taught us. That tomorrow isn't assured. And I started living my life like that. Like, oh, I saw this thing that kept on saying, all my friends can testify, everything in life is temporary. Because that's what this 2020 taught us. And so if I were to give any nuggets from this year, everything is temporary.
My own is that you have to have something you believe in, and honestly, the only thing I can advise you to believe in is Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
True.
Because honestly, I wouldn't downplay the God factor and the Jesus factor in my life. I would never ever downplay it. Like, just make him the anchor, because honestly, if you want to go by the theory of life and you just want to do things your own way, life will shock you. It did shock me in 2020.
It shocked you.
It shocked you.
There were
It
so
shocked
many
me
memes,
too.
though. There were
Honestly.
that
We love you.
Thank you guys for giving us an opportunity to rant and talk about ideas.
Honestly, like nothing was structured
and
for
counting our blessings in a way. I'm actually going to go back now and go and count my blessings. And if you're new here,
please do the
subscribe,
needful.
comment, share with your friends.
Guys, I have content. See, I don't even just want to be making mouths. I don't want to be making mouths because if you mistakenly that you did not now subscribe to this channel, all the things that you will miss in 2021. Do you want to live vicariously through me?
Lola,
do you want to?
What if we've been talking to ourselves all along that we've not pressed?
It's not my portion in the land of the living.
You guys, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Fun. Thank you for having me. I'm so proud of you, girl.
You're welcome.
You guys, subscribe to my girl's channel.
Ow,
like,
ow.
share, turn on post notification. Is it post notification?
Yes.
Turn on your notification, and she will soon blow more than this.
Exactly.
So, if you
remember
like,
the days of the little beginning.
so that we know
I will not act like I don't know
you, because she will act like that. I will tell her to act like, because
I see on my Instagram you've not clicked the link on my bio. Why? It's like that ad just to press subscribe. Last song say this. So many people checked up on me, sent me people that I don't know, sent me messages on Instagram, my DMs. Like, when are you dropping videos? We're expecting you. I wish I could just call everyone's name, but I can't do that. But I love you so much, and I really, 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 really appreciate you checking up on me. I've been fine. I've just been taking my time because as much as dropping content and being everywhere is important, I gotta protect my mental health. I gotta improve, on myself.
my creator has asked you.
My love, alone. I swear, I just take all my love and take it away. Take it away.
Do you think it's angels that created you and not God?
Bye, girl. Bye, guys.